Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday night. It's 6 p.m. You know what time it is. It's time for the Second Row Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another exciting edition. I kind of throwed the little clip there with me punching out on Mr. D'Anthony Price as he swung on me for a reason. I heard your little thing you put on Facebook, son, and I want you to know that October 7th, you're going to see me. You might not like what you see, but you're going to see me. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. Okay? Just because that's what I want. That's what I want him to think about this. Because he's kind of dull right now. Okay? He's just dumb. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Second Row Podcast. Tonight, we have a very special podcast, and this is going to be fun. First and foremost, let's roll the credits. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a professional wrestler, I encourage you to find you a creditable school. What I mean by that is seek out a school, man, that has some kind of backing with trainers that actually know what they're doing, something you're not going to get from Joe Blow in the backyard. Okay? If you're looking to get into something like that, I urge you to seek out Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy. You get it at them on Facebook and other social media presences. But look out for Bumps and Bruises 469 out of Carrollton, Texas, and 501 out of Sherwood, Arkansas. Bobby Horn overseeing 469, Jason Maldonado overseeing 501. We also want to just send out that big shout out, as we always do, to all of our OIWA family. Love you guys. You're doing great jobs, man. Please keep it up. CKW, October the 12th. This is lit. CKW is fixing to light up the Arkansas wrestling scene. I don't know if people understand this, but this is an extreme card, and it is stacked top to bottom, and it is probably one of the hottest shows to hit Central Arkansas in a long, long time. I'm just going to be, honest about that. The chips fall where they may. Just speaking it, how I feel it. So there you go on that. My boys and girls at SOAR Championship Wrestling, over where 469 Bumps and Bruises is at. Hey guys, keep doing what you're doing, man. Y'all are making the difference. Keep killing it, guys. Keep killing it. Boys and girls over Southern Extreme Wrestling, man, y'all are doing an amazing job. Y'all have a amazing staff there. Amazing talent comes through the doors at Southern Extreme, man. Just keep killing it, doing what you do. Our boy Trey Mack over at Offshoots TV. Hey, man, keep pulling them. Keep pulling them, brother. You're doing great. If you cannot get to the Bumps and Bruises School at 469 in Carrollton, Texas, and you're further south and kind of west there, look up my boy Rodney Mack and Jazz. They have the Dog Pound Dojo, and just as well as the Bumps and Bruises, they are very proficient in professional wrestling. If you look down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you see a print there of a man standing there with his arms like this, got a cape on, got a crown on. We call that Crazy Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, send Bobby Horn a message out. See how you can get a print like that on a t-shirt. Good for that stuff right there. We also want to give a big shout out to two of our sponsors, man. One, Boston Mountain Brewery, Daniel Stubblefield up in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Man, you boiling up the best brew around, brother. I tried some earlier and awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Also, the Shire Gastropub, Rogers, Arkansas. Ladies and gentlemen, biggest venue inside in downtown Rogers, Arkansas. If you're over Rogers, Arkansas area, I encourage you to go take in the Shire Gastropub over there. Holler at Garrett, man. He's got you hooked up there. But ultimately, here we are now with the matter in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, please at this time welcoming in with us, Big Daddy No Legs, a.k.a. hardest worker in the room, the underdog, if you will, the man that knows no quit. Dad, what's up, brother? Welcome in. Good to see you, man.
How's it going, Joey? How are you guys? How's the night?
Man, good, brother. You had a strong showing Friday night at Hooters, man. Proud
Yeah,
of you, brother.
thank you.
Just keep in mind, that you're not going to have a 5-star match every time.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it's just not. I mean, you're going to have them, but then again, you're not going to have them. You're going to have
Yes,
them,
sir.
but then again, you're not going to have them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
just keep that in mind. We had a little talk, man. You did great. You did really good, man. So just keep
Thank you.
working on what you're doing, man, and keep growing from right there. But ultimately, man, welcome into the Second Row Podcast. We're proud and honored, man, to have you on with us today. Daddy No Legs, that's what we're gonna call you, because that seems to be just the fit for you, my brother. But tell us, man. So Daddy No Legs is born. Where does Daddy No Legs fall in love with professional wrestling at?
At a young age, I remember sitting at my grandpa's house. The first WrestleMania. It was the first time I really watched wrestling. It was WrestleMania 25, and
Wow.
it was amazing. I fell in love with it then, and it was just I remember Undertaker going over the ropes, getting caught by the cameraman, and that was it. I was hooked.
Man, that was an amazing WrestleMania. I will say that it
Yes.
was a great one. So what made is that where you fell in love with pro wrestling?
Yeah, then it was just WWE because that's all growing up I knew because I was born in '98, and that was after. For what I remember, I don't remember WCW. I don't remember any of that. So it
Right,
was WWE, and I started watching it, and I was like, "Wow, I really want to do that."
right,
And
right.
but it was just the love. I fell in love, man. And she's beautiful. She's a beautiful, beautiful love.
So all right. So you fall in love and you're like, hey man, I think I might could do that. Where do you hook up with bumps and bruises at?
So I'm from Waterloo, Iowa.
Okay.
Cornfields in the middle of nowhere. I messaged a couple of schools there, and they were like, "Hey, we're sorry. We don't think there's much you can do with, not having legs."
What?
And I was
Well,
like,
hold on. All
"Okay,
right.
yeah, I've
So
got to."
so let me stop you right there. So folks don't know, but I want you to keep yourself right there at talking to the schools that say that there's not much that they can do with you. Okay. First and foremost, that's bullshit.
Absolutely.
Real talk. That is bullshit in my book. Okay. That's our excuse that I've ever heard in my life. Second of all, no legs. So tell us, give us the rundown, man. What happened?
Well, I got ate by a shark, Joey. I'm just joking, but
Yeah, that I love this kid, man.
so I had meningitis. It's a bacterial disease. Not a lot of people. I mean, it's starting to get more known about now. But so the day after my first birthday, they amputated my legs
Oh, wow.
and my fingers. My sister was washing my hands one day, and my fingers actually decided to just turn into dust and fall off. When I had meningitis, I died 4 different times, and I got with meningitis. You have so there's different versions of meningitis. There's like bacterial, spinal, all
Right.
that. I had a very, very low percent chance of survival because I had bacterial meningitis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And here I am living it up, not letting anything stop
So
me.
so as far as the process goes, and you were on recovery for how long?
I'm pretty sure I was in prosthetics 3 months later.
Wow.
Cause I don't remember
So
not having legs. All I remember is no legs.
okay, so this is the reason why I'm calling you no quit. Okay, this is the reason why I'm calling you no quit, ladies and gentlemen. You can if you're listening right now to this young man's story of a battle with meningitis, bacterial meningitis. Uh, very strong willpower. That's all I'm going to say right there. So yeah, I think no quit is a nice form of a saying for you. as far as where I'm concerned. But now let's go back. You know, the schools say that there's nothing much that they can do or to help you, or you don't have to offer them. Which one was it?
It was I think they played it off more like they didn't know what I could and couldn't do.
Okay.
If that's what you were asking, and they were nervous. I was like, come on, just let me get there. Let me show you what I can do. Show you how I can get into this. And they were like, no.
First and foremost, I'm not going to apologize because this is the nature of some of the things in pro wrestling, and it helps kill the business. Okay, let me say that. All right, and this is some of the things that we deal with because I mean, I don't see I don't see the difference. Bobby, you know, Jason and Bobby take you and mold you to where you are right now compared to them guys going, I don't know what I'd have for you.
Right.
You know, and, you know, not only seeing what you're doing right now, you know, working guys twice your size, dude, sometimes three times your size.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, working guys like that compared to working a midget, I'm not seeing where the difference goes with you could work whatever you could work. You see what I'm saying? And
Yes,
and that's just unheard of to
That's
me,
just
man.
an outright testament to his
Yeah,
perseverance.
he's a true testament. So they where are you at from right there? So they don't know what they can offer you. How do you get to where you wind up in Arkansas? Okay, and you're going to bumps and bruises, brother. Tell us a story that got you to where you are right now, from right there where they couldn't do anything with you to where you are right now.
So it was about the time, it was a little after my first daughter was born, my oldest. And I was really like wanting to do something and I couldn't do that or what they said. And then after a while, I was like, you know, maybe I just can't. I don't want to say I gave up on myself because I've never been a person to give up on myself. But I was like, maybe this is just something like I've got told maybe I'm better off as a fan. You know what I mean? So maybe I am. A couple years go by, me, my wife, and daughter moved to Arkansas, get a new life, you know, just better living, different view. We ended up last December. I went to, I don't remember what show it was exactly, but it was the Christmas show at CKW in Sherwood, Arkansas. And then they were talking about if you want to be a pro wrestler. And I was like, wait a minute. I want to be a pro wrestler. And next day I messaged them on Facebook. They didn't respond right away. I was like, oh, here we go again. Another story, the same. But a couple days went by. They were like, because I was filling it out online and I left my height blank on the application because, you know, and I messaged their Facebook and I was like, hey, I'm a double amputee and I'd love to come train. And they were like, okay, well, when you can come in, our head trainer's out with surgery, has had surgery on his elbows, Jason. And they were like, once he's better, you can come in and train. Then I was blowing their phone up for a good month and a half every day. I was like, hey, how's his elbows? How's surgery? How's everything going? Is it getting any closer?
Right.
And then I was at a job interview at Goodwill. I was sitting right there at the interview table. And I just happened to glance out of the corner of my eyes at my phone, and I seen it was Bumps and Bruises. In the middle of a job interview, I picked up my phone. And they were like, what day can you work best for you? Would it be a Monday or a Tuesday? And I was like, that Monday, as soon as possible. And the interview, they were mad. They were real mad about it. But I was like, hey, love's love type of thing. And
Love.
and I get there. I ended up getting there. They're like, be here Monday at 7:00. I was there at 6:30 because, you know, if you're better early than late. And I got there. Right. They're kind of just looking at me. Jason, I remember, who said, what's your name, man? I was because my Facebook name was my first, middle, and last name, but it was backwards. So it was my last name, middle name, first name. And I was like, my name's Thad. And he was like, okay, that's a cool name. I was like, yeah, I guess. Then he was like, all right, let's get you in the ring. Let's wipe your stubs off, I guess, when you get in the ring. I took my first
I
bump.
wipe the stubs off.
I took my first bumps, and they kind of just looked around at each other. I did my rolls. I'm pretty sure I did my rolls first, and then the bumps, and they kind of just looked around. They're like, "This could be good." And then I signed the paper, got my shirt that day, and 10 months later, I'm there every day I can be training.
Man, see, this is more than just a story right now. Now we're into book theory. Okay.
Yeah.
So understand. There's a book to be written here for you to make a lot of money off of that. So
It'll be there one day.
I'm going to encourage you to grind a little bit harder on your story, brother. Grind a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's going to fight for you as hard as you.
Exactly.
That's just not going to happen. Okay. I mean, the people aren't there. They're not processed that way. God, he meant for us to fight for each other, but not in that manner, I don't guess, because people just don't. But people do put others in front of themselves on certain things, and that is a big testament in itself. And I'm seeing that also, hearing that out of your voice. But let's go from there. So you're training at Bumps and Bruises. How many nights a week are you training?
3 nights a week.
3 nights a week.
Yes, sir.
And how was the first 2 weeks?
Awful. Just straight terrible. So I used to be a cigarette smoker.
Okay.
And I quit about a week in, but they were making me do this drill called the primetime drill. Just over and over again. And it's just nothing but cardio. And I was puking and everything. And it was and they were laughing at me, and it was just awful, but I loved it. Every second of it, it was like I was puking, like, why am I doing this? What did I sign myself up for? But then, wipe the face back off, clean yourself up a little bit, and got back in the ring and continue to train.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I can't forget about the expired pixie sticks that they give you when you're puking and everything to help with your body and stuff. Oh, yeah. They're good though. They sure help. They do the job. That's for sure.
All the expired pixie sticks.
I don't know if they really are. I think they said that as a joke, just to make you like. I don't really think they are, but they sure. There's the super big ones too. If you know which ones I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good stuff. Expired pixie stick.
I don't really think they are though.
No, I don't think they would do that to you.
Not me anyway.
Yeah, not you.
No, probably me.
But then again,
I fell for
it. So, all right. So we're going through. So Jason offers you the opportunity, brother. Tell me, in your mind, right then, where's Thad at when Jason says, "All right, man, hey, come see us, come be a part of it."
My mind
sign up, shirt, man, and come and live the dream that you want to live with us.
Originally, it was a dream, yes, but now it's a goal. And when I got that message, it was all right. And then I got there and started training. And once I got there, honestly, in my mind, I was like picking out my theme song, picking out my gear, just living it up. Like, yeah. Then Coach Jason looks at me and he's like, relax. We got some time before we get there. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. And then I just started grinding and training and being the jokester I am. Maybe at the wrong times though, but
well, that I'm gonna put this in this same category. Okay, so Vince McMahon has a jokester. Okay, his name is R-Truth. Okay, and Vince McMahon he will tell you that R-Truth is one of the most entertaining guys in the locker room. Okay, so don't let that persuade you. Maybe at the wrong time. Sometimes don't let that incorporate you not throwing that at them constantly.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, so now Jason's offering you an opportunity, man, for a match. Now, are the butterflies flying?
So wait, what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I said now Jason's offering you a shot on the match. Are the butterflies flying?
Oh, so the way this actually happened is, practice matches to get the kinks out. And then we were at it wasn't the Cinco de Mayo show, but it was one of the Santos Coyote. In North Little Rock. And I wasn't supposed to have a match that night. But somebody blew like a tire or something and couldn't make it. So it was like a next man up type of thing. And I was just like, holy crap, this is actually happening. And then like right before my music hit, I was having like a panic attack. You were there. You were in the locker room with us. I was like having a panic attack, like, who am I? What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was, but the second like the bell rang, it was just amazing. It was beautiful. And it was with KT actually. And I'm grateful for that opportunity just for that one match, because that one match has led me to where I am now. And then another match is going to lead me where I'm going to be. And it's just going to keep going. And I'm just going to keep getting better and better.
You are going to keep getting better and better.
Yes,
so is Thad the wrestler now? When are we going to start seeing merch?
After this is lit.
After this is lit.
Yes,
awesome.
I sell some pictures now, but I really, really want to start selling t-shirts. But Miss Jessica is who I'm going to have make my...
So Jason pops in the room. Welcome in, Jason Maldonado, ladies and gentlemen. This is the owner, operator of Chaotic Kingdom Wrestling and Thad's coach. And Jason says, dude, I've had to modify so many drills so he can do his thing and everything makes sense.
Yeah, man. The first month was literally just us trying to figure out how to get it done and doing it over and over again for it to make sense. And it was crazy.
It was a whole new transition for you, right?
Yeah, Miss Jessica, the first day I got there, she said, you're going to get better. You're going to make everybody else around you better. And everybody else is going to be a harder worker just by you showing up. I was like, oh, stop.
Man, you talking about Mama Bear. I'm going to tell you, Mama Bear, that's a voice of inspiration right there. If you listen to her, brother, that's all you got to do. Just listen.
Yes.
Her and Jason, man, I'm not going to steer you wrong. Under no circumstances. Okay?
Jason's straightforward to it, too. He don't care.
And
he don't care.
That's how he's got to be. This is part of the business, I mean, some things have to, it's like strong love and then love. Like you said, love is love, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's strong love and love. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just how it goes with that. So he's modifying these drills for you, man. And that just shows the character of Jason Maldonado, number one. Okay. So he's modifying these drills for you, man. What are you doing now that's so much different than everybody else?
I'm teaching, like a lot of people at the school, I don't want to say a lot of people, but there are some people who are a little nervous to get in the ring with me just because they don't know where it's going to go and how it's going to be. So I have to get in there and be like, it's going to be okay. Like nothing bad's going to happen. If anything, we're at training. And it's just coach. Coach might laugh a little bit, but nothing bad other than that's going to happen. So I'll break it down, tell them instead of this is what we do, and this, and then this, and then this. But we're going to switch this and put this here to make this happen. And then your hands are in a knot because it's a lot to throw in all at once. Because coach is real big on preaching, pay attention when other people are in the ring.
Yeah, Miss Leah pops in the room. Leah, welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you the other night. She said Jason and Jessica Maldonado are awesome. They show time and time again. If you put in the work, let me say it again. If you put in the work, they will support you and put in the work with you.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that's a true statement right there.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much more clear that can be put other than that statement right there by Miss Leah Pierce. That's awesome, man. And for Jason and Jessica to know that they have this kind of backing, man, from all of their supporters that truly believe in what they're doing is a statement into Jason and Jessica Maldonado's character itself. So I mean, that's just how that is. So now I'm fixing to pull you out of the box, Thad. Okay. Yeah, you're fixing to pop out, okay? So it's like, yeah, okay. And here we go. All right. So if you had a dream match, if Dad had a dream match with anybody from the OIWA,
Future.
whoa.
Yeah.
So the future, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big load to want to tackle.
Oh, I'd get my butt whooped. I absolutely know that. I know that. But he, like, just Future himself has pulled me to the side so many times because I'm my biggest hater. And I get in my head more than anybody else could bring me down. Exactly. But more than anybody else could ever bring me down. And he's kind of pulled me to the side. He's like, dude, you're learning. And it's not even just things with wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, he just has an amazing outlook on the world in general. And then it was like 2 months in when I found out he was, at the time, 16. And I was like, whoa, like this person who's already been like, don't want to say like a spiritual guide, but has like guided me through like my biggest mental battles since I've been in the school and stuff. And this he's a kid technically, you know what I mean?
Well, let me say that AJ
technically
a kid, okay, technically a kid is in a whole different ozone, bud.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me put him in this ozone right here. Okay, Udontae Smileys.
Yep.
You look lanky. There's so many different guys that you could put him in a box with, man, and shake them up. And when you open the top of it, they're still there.
Yeah.
I mean,
tougher than they were when he closed it.
Yeah, your Brian Keiths, your Kerry Morton. I mean, there's so many that you can throw in this box and shake it up, and they're still there because they're just that relevant. Okay. And AJ's one of those guys.
Absolutely.
Okay? I mean, he's just beginning. And by the time he is done, there is going to be so much that kid has changed in the world of professional wrestling. He has no clue yet what's going to happen, dude.
And I'm excited to watch it.
Oh, dude, I'm ecstatic to watch. Watch that kid alone by himself. Now, and not taken away from you, brother. Okay, so I want you to understand that. There's another one flying through the ranks too, man. We're talking about Lulu, Miss Alexis.
She's scary. I don't care what anybody says. She's scary.
That's going to be another one that's going to stand out too. So
it's in the blood.
It has to be in the blood. I mean, it is. Well, I let me say this: their character, I give this to their mom and dad because that's what builds it. And I say sometimes, even at work, I'm going to use my employees as a persistent shell right here. Not everybody's smart, okay, and you just not everybody's smart. And these guys right here, these guys especially that you have surrounded yourself with, that brother, everybody's on a whole different level. That's the reason why this is the OIWA as a whole. It's a whole different level. Okay.
Built different.
And that's just where we're at, man, with that. So now Dad's moving in a different motion now. Now he's wanting to have his dream match is AJ the Future. Bro, I get that.
Thank you, Nate.
That is one of your favorite humans. Also, I guess, yeah, okay. All right. So that must be a joke or something. Anyway, so I missed it too, totally. Yes, the base of the pyramid is crowded. You are correct. We got to go to the top, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the top, man. You got to fight your way up there. If they're in your way, there's one or two things. You're either going to stay behind them or, yes, you're going to knock them off. So, I mean, and Jessica's right about saying, the top's crowded. It is. But it's only crowded with a handful, man. You know what I mean? So there's room for people at the top. You just got to be able to want to get there, and that's a hard job. And I mean, I have a feeling that you're going to accomplish a lot of things in your career, Thad. I really do. I believe that it's going to be a lot bigger than what you alone anticipate.
Oh,
and I mean, it's already in that and going in that angle. So I mean, that's just how we need to look at that. So now, what's next for Daddy No Legs at CKW? What does he want next out of the CKW, man?
I just want to keep getting better. That's my number one goal is to every day wake up to be a better, not even just wrestler, a better person than who I was yesterday. And then the wrestling will come with that. And then up the pyramid will come. But Triple J.
Triple J. But, well, we'll get to Triple J in just a second. But first and foremost, I want you to know that was probably one of the smartest answers I've heard on this podcast yet. Okay? Just to get better. And, brother, I commend you on just having that outlook on life, bro. Just not only as a pro wrestler, but also as a human being. I mean, that all I can say is, brother, just keep grinding the hell out of it. Okay? Just keep grinding. And so now let's talk about Triple J. So this kid stopping them left and right, man. What are you gonna do to get a chance at that Bumps and Bruises breakout championship?
I'm gonna keep fighting for it. I'm gonna keep working for it. I'm gonna keep fighting for it. I am going to. I'm sorry, I got distracted, but I'm gonna keep working and going up. We go, baby. I'm sorry, my daughter. It's my daughter walking in. I'm sorry, baby. We go to the living room. I'm almost done. Did you finish your supper? Yeah, go get a sip. Okay.
Now I can get some candy.
I love you.
Now I can get some candy.
Okay, I love you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's what
Bro,
it's about. Family.
This is life. This is the reason why we have this podcast. Okay? It's not just for the information spill that goes out across the internet for guys that need to hear the information from our superstars like AJ or Dante Smiley or Dean Fleming, hell, for that fact, Jason Maldonado and Bobby Horn, and there's no apologies required for that. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jessica, you're right. I mean, there's no apology needed there because this is life, and you're part of the family. So why would you have to apologize to us for being a family? I mean, that myself doesn't make sense. But okay, well, I mean, so no apologies needed, sir. You're doing a fine job. You just keep killing it like you're killing. Okay, that's what I want you to do, brother. Yes, sir. So
yes, sir.
You won a couple, man. You unfortunately lost more than you won. Okay, but that's not really
That's not really a bad.
That's not really a bad thing. Okay,
Correct.
because that is a actually good thing. Okay, and there's reasons for that, and the reason why I say that is because next time you see me, me and you will talk about that.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I will tell you about that. Okay, because I know that you feel that sometimes you're just not cutting the mustard, and dude, you're cutting more mustard than a lot. So you need to stop thinking like that, uh, because you're a great guy, you're a great father. We can see that. Yeah, he's already won more than most. He actually tried and comes out. Yep, exactly right, man. Exactly right. I mean, you've won a lot more than what you think, dude. Uh, but everybody wins and loses. In life.
Life.
It's life. Exactly. Love is love, man. It's just how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that saying, dude. I'm gonna use that shit from now on.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So now, I mean, let put Thad in position to take on Triple J. Tell me how you're going to put Thad in position at Chaotic Kingdom to take on Triple J to get that belt, man.
I'm gonna keep grinding.
I
Gonna
mean,
win
you
some
got to knock him
matches.
down.
Oh yeah, I gotta get him to my level. That's what I gotta do. He's on a real high pedestal right now, but he technically the only way he just beat me is because my face smacked on a chair, and before that,
Yeah,
my face smacked on a chair.
yeah. Friday night, I will say that. And I commend Jason Maldonado for turning that match into a no disqualification because I think that was what was needed for that match. So I think Jason Maldonado did a great job there
Oh
and
yeah,
changing
thank
the
you,
view of that
coach.
match. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, coach.
I think he learned more out of that than anything, but that's just my opinion. Uh, but as far as so you got to knock these guys down, man, that are coming and standing in front of you one by one, dude, on a constant basis. Thad is allergic to chairs.
Unless it's my wheelchair.
No, is your nose hurt, bro?
What? Yeah. So the funny story is in high school, I was playing flag foot or two-hand touch football, and I was playing against a teacher, and she was going up for a catch to catch the ball, and I swept under her legs, and she fell, and my nose broke right here. So yesterday when I woke up, I felt it all over again. And I was
I'm sorry, man. But Jessica's right. You're allergic to chairs, dog.
absolutely. She's not
They don't
wrong.
seem to like you, man. My God, we have to start taking Benadryl to the show. Okay, it'll be all right.
Just for me. Just for
Yeah,
me.
just for you. Yeah, exactly, just for you, brother. So now I want to take you a little bit deeper into the question. So, Thad,
Yes, sir.
he sees himself as a dream in Chaotic Kingdom of facing AJ the Future in the OIWA as a whole. Who's the top dog, man?
Dante.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Out of the OIWA, who does Thad want to face?
I'd like to wrestle Dante too. Future, everybody, man. Anybody that I can.
So anybody that's going to step up to the plate
Yes, sir.
to try to knock you out, you want them to get a taste of
Oh
Daddy
yeah.
No Legs.
Yeah. Because
Daddy
everybody
No
loves
Legs.
Daddy No Legs. Everybody.
You know it. You know it. So and I think that in a nutshell, as far as that goes, I think you're doing a great job, brother.
Thank you.
Especially the certain way that you're having to train and go through this. It's an amazing story, and I think that everybody could take something away from a conversation with you, and because I have myself, and that's just I think that's a natural being in you myself. Tim, you got any questions for the young man?
Well, actually, you've answered most.
I haven't. Okay, okay.
Oh,
My
wait.
mistake.
We were talking about merch.
Yes.
After This Is Lit, so Miss Jessica is who I want to make my merch. But she is doing a lot of stuff for This Is Lit right now. So I'm patiently twiddling my one thumb with pink paint on it because I'm a girl dad, but I'm patiently twiddling it, waiting for my opportunity to get my merch. So by the start of 2023, I think I will have merch.
2024.
You mean by the start of
2024, yeah.
Yeah. Man, never look back, bro. Always
Never, ever.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something you even a child there said, "Oh yeah, I heard it." You know.
So with
Hi, babies. Hi.
take care of your kiddos.
Just a second. Almost done, babies. I promise.
Well, you know what, man? We can go ahead and ease out for today because I know you need to be taking care of your family, man. And we appreciate you coming on and chilling with us today, man, and giving us a story. So your story's not done, and we're gonna continue on your story down the road, brother. Hello there,
Thank you
young
so
lady.
much.
I see
Hello,
you
little
over
one.
there. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a pro wrestler, I encourage you seek out a creditable school through the OIWA, Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy, 469 Carrollton, Texas, 501 Sherwood, Arkansas, 469 under Bobby Horn, 501 under Jason Maldonado. Yes, ma'am. Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy, 501. Yes, we are about that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a pro wrestling, I encourage you to seek out a credible school. You further south and west over there from Carrollton, Texas, you holler at my boy Rodney Mack and Jazz. They have a school over there, Dog Pound Pro Wrestling over there, and you can get with those guys, and they also can get you taken care of. Trey Mack, my boy at Offshoots TV, man. Thank you, brother, for helping sponsor us. We do you the same way. Keep running back on it. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight. Tonight? Oh, well, not sponsors, period. All right. So, the Shire Gastropub, Rogers, Arkansas, biggest inside facility in Rogers, Arkansas. Great food. Ask Garrett. Tell him Joy sent you, man. He's got you hook up right there. Mm-hmm. Also, Boston Mountain Brewery. My boy Daniel Stubblefield up there in Fayetteville, Arkansas, brother. Knock all of them down, man. You need bulk orders. You need single orders. He's got you covered right there at Boston Mountain Brewery, man. They're knocking it down. Over here in the far left-hand corner, got a print there. Man standing there like this right here, got a cape on, got a crown on. We call that Crazy Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Send Bobby Horn a message. Find out how you can get that print on a T-shirt. That is money. CKW. This is lit. October the 12th. We did Hooters and Headlocks this past Friday. Great show, man. Great turnout for that right there. But we know what This Is Lit is going to be about. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get your tickets online through CKW. Woo!
Use promo code THAD.
So you heard the man. Use promo code THAD. And what can they get with that?
You can get a discount if you use promo code THAD for any package tickets. Any package, you can get a discount on each ticket. Unless you get the family.
There you go. The man's giving you an opportunity to get a discount right now. Ladies and gentlemen, get to them. Get those tickets for CKW and the OIWA presents This Is Lit, Cabot, Arkansas, October 12th, man. That card is stacked. You guys come in and check that out. Going to be a great show. My boys and girls at SOAR Championship Wrestling. We are on the road almost to Soarcade. Big things coming up, man. Y'all keep killing it. Keep knocking it down. See y'all this coming Saturday at SOAR Championship Wrestling in Dallas, Texas. Southern Extreme Wrestling over Forest City, Arkansas. Man, you guys keep killing it. Do what you do. Ultimately, all of this is powered by Indie Icon Professional Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great day. Thad, we appreciate you coming and joining us. For Tim Land, for Joy Land, for Thad, Daddy No Leg.
Thank you for
Y'all
the
have a great
opportunity.
afternoon. Yes, sir.